I'm Erica with speakmethod.com, and today I want to talk about some common questions that people have about pronunciation training. Of course, the most common question that I get is, can I really change the way I speak? And the good news is that yes, certainly you can. And I know this because I've been teaching English language skills for 20 years, and I've been focused on pronunciation specifically for about 12 years now. And I've seen a lot of people from many different countries and many different walks of life, many different professions, who were able to significantly change their speech. I know you can do it. So the second question is, how often should I evaluate myself during my pronunciation training? And this partly depends on you. If you feel like you do better when you get more feedback more frequently, I recommend that you actually assess yourself on each set of sounds. You can do this in the 750 Business Words course by, inside each lesson, looking for the sentences called word stress formal. Before you begin the lesson, read through those sentences in your natural voice. Then go through the whole lesson, and then at the end, you'll try those sentences one more time. Then you'll be able to assess where you started and what you learned for each set of sounds. Now that's just as you train. On a larger scale, I recommend assessing your pronunciation improvement about once every 3 months. This is partly because most of my students are professionals and people with families. And of course, it's very difficult to juggle all of these things and engage in a training. So realistically speaking, you might end up with 20 to 30 minutes per day, maybe some extra time on the weekends. And it is going to take a bit of time to really start changing your speech. However, you could work on about one lesson or one set of sounds per week, and that means at the end of 3 months, even if you missed a couple weeks, you've probably gotten through 10 sets of sounds, and that's quite significant. So you will probably really be noticing a difference at that point. And then that kind of leads into the last question: how long does it take to change my speech? In my experience, most people really start to see change around the 3-month point. And by this, what I'm talking about is really change in normal speech. Of course, while doing the training, you'll start to notice things you didn't know before, and you'll be able to improve yourself during each lesson as you go from first to last. However, it's not so easy to really incorporate that into your speaking life, because of course when we speak, we have many things going on. Our brains are trying to figure out what to say. We might need to figure out the order of the words. All of these things are happening. So, so you can't immediately, change your pronunciation. But what does usually happen is people start kind of noticing mistakes in their speech after maybe a month or two. And then around that 3-month point, people start really feeling like they're speaking in a different way and often getting compliments from family and friends. Okay, so I hope this gives you a few tips on pronunciation and that you are getting started with your training.